Hi everyone, Dan Rayfield here, your state representative for House District 16, which encompasses Corvallis, Philomath, and Oregon State University. The short session ended about a couple weeks ago. It was 27 days long, and we wanted to give you a recap of that session, talk to you about some of the bills that passed, some of the bills that didn't pass that a lot of you may be interested in. The other thing we wanted to do was give you a little bit of an update about some of the events going on in our community and talk to you about the interim period and what our office is going to be doing in the interim and how you can help us during that interim and engage with our office in anticipation of the 2019 session. Let's get started. So let's get into the session recap. The session was 27 days long, and you might not think you can get a lot of good policy passed in 27 days. On the contrary, in fact, it was such a busy session with really important issues, we're going to limit ourselves to just 10 seconds per bill that we pass during the session. If you want to know more, click in the link below. There's the details portion of this video. We will list links to each bill that we're talking about right now. Let's put 10 seconds on the clock. The first bill is House Bill 4005. This is a bill that is intended to address the skyrocketing costs of pharmaceutical drugs. It will require pharmaceutical companies to increase their transparency so we know what is causing our pharmaceutical drugs to cost so much. With the prevalence of shootings continuing across America, the Oregon legislature stood up to pass House Bill 4145. This is a bill that will keep firearms out of the hands of domestic abusers. With Oregon having one of the highest opioid misuse rates in America, the Oregon legislature passed House Bill 4143, which will create a pilot program to help address some of the barriers to medication treatment. In Oregon, most of us believe that education creates opportunity in life, and that's why in the legislature we passed Senate Bill 1563. This is a bill that will ensure all of our Oregon Dreamers receive in-state tuition at our public universities. The environment is one of the most important legacies that will leave our children and our grandchildren, and that's why we passed Senate Bill 1541. This is a bill that will fund our Cleaner Air Oregon program to improve the air quality here in Oregon. House Bill 4155 is Oregon's net neutrality bill. This bill requires all internet service providers who provide internet to the state of Oregon to comply with Oregon net neutrality provisions. Senate Bill 1551 addresses issues like the big Equifax data breach. This is a bill that will ensure that consumers don't have to pay when they freeze their data in a data breach like that, as well as they will get timely notice of each data breach. Getting through every bill in 10 seconds is a little bit of a rough ordeal, but we did it. There was many other bills. If you have questions about them, feel free to reach out to our office. But you might be thinking, boy, those seem like some pretty hefty policy ideas that we passed in this short session. How do you do that in 27 days, and what does that look like? Throughout the session, our office was taking photographs of some of the things we've been up to. Let's take a look. So as you can see, this has been a busy 27 days. And while we passed a lot of really good things, there's a few things that I wish had gotten over the hurdle, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. The first bill was our Cap and Invest bill. This is a bill that would have capped the amount of pollution that people can emit in Oregon and then tax those folks that are emitting the pollution and then use that money to then reinvest it into a green economy that will actually grow our economy in the right direction for the future and for future generations. The next bill was HJR 203, and this was a constitutional referral bill. I believe that everyone in Oregon, no matter what your background is, where you work, where you come from, you should have access to affordable health care. And HJR 203 would have put an amendment into our Constitution enshrining that health care is a human right here in Oregon. The third bill I wished had gotten over the finish line was House Bill 4113. Now, I have a 6-year-old. He's in kindergarten right now, and one of the most important things is classroom sizes. This was a bill that would have allowed classroom sizes to be a part of the bargaining between a school district and their employees, so that we have another entity in our community continuing to fight to decrease classroom sizes here in Oregon. The final bill is House Bill 4076, and this is our small donor elections bill. I personally believe that there's too much money in politics. The small donor elections bill would allow a 6-to-1 match on donations for candidates if they agree not to accept donations above $250. Essentially, it will make a candidate only accepting small donations as competitive as that candidate that takes big money in a race. And that is very important. The more we can lessen the impact of big money in our politics, that's a darn good thing. After a busy legislative session, we are now transitioning into the interim period. And this is the period where we really start ramping up and preparing for the 2019 session. We're working on our policy bills, we're meeting with constituents as we start marching towards this time frame where we're really looking to ensure that all of our bills are ready and prepared to go. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is making sure to contact us if you have ideas or thoughts that you would like to see action on. Reach out to us, give us a call. Here is our email, and here is our phone number. So, upcoming events in the community. First one is we're going to be hosting a 4-part series legislative forum, and it's going to be on several topics on education, healthcare, public safety, and the environment. And these are really meant to dive into a specific policy area to kind of inform the community about what's going on here in Oregon and some of the things that we hope to accomplish in the coming years. The second thing I want to alert you to is our Willamette Legislative Fellowship Program. And this is a program where we take students in the area and we teach them about how do you draft policy. We teach them about campaigns. It's a fully comprehensive program to give students a core of skills that they can use once they graduate from high school or from college. Our application period is opening up in mid-April and will end in June. Go to our website, which is www.danrayfield.com, or email tony@danrayfield.com if you want more information on this. So I want to say thanks for watching this all the way through. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Hope to see you soon. Take care.